Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And away we go in Cincinnati. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First play is to the air. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinals.
Looking in the air here. They're going to complete to Travion Henderson. They're going to have this out of the 44-yard line as they hold him down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
On the ready.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Setting up the screen with Henderson. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Tackle made by Miles Murphy.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards. And the defense, well, they rally, they pursue, they fit that screen to a minimal gain.
2nd down now, they need 7.
60 Vikings, 19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors 70. 19 Lions. Ready.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Bo finds his running back, Henderson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Buffalo 18. 19.
Back to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. T.J. Turner comes up with it. And he makes the house call. It's a pick 6 for Cincinnati.
That is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion. Now you want to build on it.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Starting on the ground with Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
18, 70 Lions, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
2nd and 10, back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
To Rashid Shaheed. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Not set. This is 3rd and 5.
79 Broncos. Seven Pirates.
Back to throw now. He should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But two in a row now slipped away. Patriots punt team coming out to the former sixth-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Oh, baby, that was sweet. They popped him before he could even get started on that return.
Imagine running down the field, navigating all those guys that want to block you. You get free, and I'm sure part of these guys on this punt coverage team, Kate, are wondering, who's going to wave his hand? Is it going to be a fair catch? Was it all for not? No, it was not. And they get a chance to lay the wood. They may deliver.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 70 Rangers.
Onto the backfield and motion him out.
Ready?
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass brought in. And we'll manage a time. This gets to about the 26. Dax Hill up for the stop. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. No, I'm hungry.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Cowboy 80.
Takes the second down snap. Optimism holding out there. He'll drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
60 by Warriors. 70. Trap 60. Mustang 19. 19 tight.
Third and long. They're going to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers in the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back still doing it to this day.
First and 10. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for you.
He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. First and goal coming up.
With that down and distance, this group is pretty confident the screen will get him enough yards for the first and the dip. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Ready, set.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Back. Viking 18. Hawk 70.
Collins got it left side. That play is brought to a halt. So they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
On the 6.
Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
Here we go. Cowboy 19 Tiger. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 5 yards brings up third and goal.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Great time to get this second quarter going. The Patriots set up inside the red zone.
18 call.
They'll pass on 3rd and goal. And this is going to end behind the line. Brock, a great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it here on 4th and goal.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
79. 18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
Fourth down. They're going to throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. That man was forced, Brock. They had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on down.
Result of the play.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and it's exactly what they do.
This is close, but he is not in the end zone, Brock. By less than a yard, they avoid the safety. But boy, that was close.
At the 1-yard
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Definitely got to watch for a safety here, partner. 2nd and long from their 1.
Can. 12, 12, 12.
It's Burrow from the end zone. Rolling left, buying some time. Throw finds Jamar Chase. And he's finally forced out of bounds as he gets him up past the 15. He picks up 15 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go. Right 80. 11, 12, 12. Stop.
Brown on the inside kid. Oh, up the middle, none outside either, Brock. So give him just 2 yards on that carry. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Burrow gets it out right quick. And he's going to be pushed out near that 40-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Bengals have the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. 1st down, Burrow to throw. Off his back foot, he hucks this one. That's caught at the 25. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out.
Another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, they get to Brown. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
On 2.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Gun.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series.
11 MT.
He's the one driving it.
11 MT. Tank. Let's get set. 11. Don. 80.
third down. Here's Burrow. It's caught. Chase has it. And they take it out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
In the red zone on first. Dumped off to his running back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
See, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
Brown. And he's in for the touchdown. Bengals get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
Groupie adds the extra point. And the Bengals double their lead to 14.
14. Patriots nothing.
Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. He lost the football. Oh, and the kicking team's got it.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they've got two things in mind, Kate. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens. But it sure is exciting when it does.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. First down, he met no gain on that first down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
11 MT. Here we go. Stop.
Burrow back to throw. Running by Chase near the sideline. And they take it out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
15 yards.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
Quick on the draw here. That right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Waste of time. Backed up to the 8 here. It's second and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
On the right side is caught by Ferguson. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. Bengals take 20 zip lead. Groupie to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21.
Bengals 21. Patriots nothing.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. He stopped on the run back to the 27.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Hit, throw 80. Ready.
Out of the pistol, Henderson. Through the second level at the 40. 30. Hits the 20. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots chop some of the lead off before the half. This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots get it back to a 14-point game.
Patriots 7.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Gun. Dot.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. This is complete to Ferguson on left. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 3 now.
Let's get set.
Here's Burrow. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
1-1, ready?
1st and 10 from the 43.
Here we go. 11. 180.
The shotgun, Burrow. He had it for a moment, but he has a play to Charles loose, incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
The left side, wheeled in by Wilson. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. Give him 24 yards on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. This is going to go for about an 8-yard pick because he takes it to the 30-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you can take it in the NFL.
On 1, ready?
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Here we go. 11. 180.
Burrow from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so good.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
180. 12.
There he is on 3rd and short. complete beyond the marker. And they take another bounds, which means his offense set up for first and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
Gun.
On the handoff. This is Brown. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
I'm 1, right?
Backed up to the 8 here. It's second and goal.
Let's get set. Stop.
To the left, in by Ferguson. They get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
On 2, ready?
Buckle up. It's third and goal.
11 mighty. Here we go. Stop.
From the gun on third down, it's Burrow. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Groupie to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21.
Bengals 28, Patriots 7.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Tap the 60. 50 average. Tap for 11.
Looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Now with the clock just about to strike 0, we get a timeout. 1 second to go in our half. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this.
61-yard
This
attempt.
from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
I'm 1, ready?
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go. Right 80. Stop.
For the give to Brown. This drive is going to start off the gain of 5 before they bring him down.
He was brought down at the
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Give on second, it's Brown. And 2 yards is all he's going to get the voice count. Christian Gonzalez
ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11. Dot. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. Dot.
Burrow throwing here, 32. Has him running the comeback. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Dot.
Burrow now on first down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
12, 12, 12. Here we go, here we go. Dot.
Burrow out of the shotgun. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's get set. Dot.
On the ground. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 46 for their next snap. They gain 11 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Here we go.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Here, 11, mighty. 11, God. 11, 11, 11. Take. God.
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. And this one is launched downfield. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Groupie to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals continue piling onto this lead.
Patriots 10.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. It's going well so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Buffalo, right deep. Get it. Come back to you. Come back. Gotta be Rangers. Let go.
First down, play action. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw. It's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. The incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Ready.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Look out, right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
18 Rattler. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hey, Crash. Dragon 60. Ready,
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Big strike here to Williams. He's going to have this one down at the 37. Offense in a hurry up here.
That's good.
Seven Pirates.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Going from the gun here. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. Going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Trap 50. Trap 50. Panther 11. Panther 11.
In the red zone now. Brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Looking quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. Only can get his yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down. Looking quickly here.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Buffalo 18.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be a New England touchdown. The Patriots start the second half with some needed points.
Touchdown.
That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Can. Stop.
It's not the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. That play good for 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
Move the chains!
That's good.
Gotta
for
move
the
them
Bengals.
chains! Build momentum.
First down.
Keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down carry for Brown. The second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
11 mighty. 12 11 stop.
Looking to throw Burrow. Just keeps connecting the chase. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Dumps it off to his running back. Runs inside the 35. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Gotta be a pretty good actor. Gotta be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Covering the goal line. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Groupie to try that point after. kickoff. Starting from the 5. Big shot at the end of that run back. He gets it just past the 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to Suggs. 1st and 10.
60.
Throwing now off the play action. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Now he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw. Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack. But there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football. Just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one, man, he hit a ton of yards.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Warriors 70. Mustang 19. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Going long for him here. He has the rush to limit. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
A gain of 21 yards.
Here we go, set.
And a Patriot 1st down.
Looking back to throw. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Patriots have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them.
Ready.
Still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. And go play action. And a nice game here, but it's stopped for the first. Goes to the hurry up here. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. This time they're going to get to him before they get that pass away. So he goes down. Offense in the hurry up here. Desperation time here on 4th. And they'll turn it over on down as that pass comes up empty. Off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on the sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Hopefully for the wake up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
They'll run again with Brown. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
Play action here. Burrow. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. This one goes down. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout.
It's now 2nd.
They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
31-yard line.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Stop.
Power play. Brown. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him 4 on the play. Doesn't help a ton because they're still left with 3rd and 15.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness, the pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Here's Burrow. It's caught. Chase has it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage on time downfield.
So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
It's a loss of 1.
They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal.
11. Here we go.
They'll go to him again. Fighting for the pylon, but he's out just short of it. Kicked at the touchdown. They get 8 yards, and now only inches to go on third down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is third and inches. Running for it with Brown. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bengals keep running away with this. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. He finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
How about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group was so close to pulling off the goal line stand. Yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on third and goal.
17.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Cowboy 80. 18, Pioneer. 19, Lion.
Airing it out to start this drive. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Throw at this level, so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Man in motion here. Takes the hand off. Now to throw. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on third down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
70, Buffalo 18. Warriors 70.
They'll throw. Third and long. He's going deep. It's in or no. They dropped another one. It's dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a fourth down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
Cougar 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41.
That's good.
Off the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
First down, New England.
It's Henderson on the give. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, and I know you do. And this one was about will power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back. For a heck of a run. Great try at that first down.
Looking for a pass on second and short. Downfield, and finds Shaheed. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
79 Broncos. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready,
Back inside the red zone. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots putting up points in a game decided. Way down south for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots will trail by 25.
49. Patriots 24.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Bengals hands team does its job recovering that kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
11 MT. 11 MT. Gun.
Now it's Brown. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He was
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their size. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. But you can track it down for a loss on the outside.
And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be third down.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Let's see what they went with. Third
Here we
down.
go. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11.
Here he goes. Third and long. Gonna let this one fly. Deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals continue piling it on here in the fourth.
There are a couple different ways now to win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body to try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals continue adding on to that lead.
24.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Downtown at their own 18-yard line.
Okay,
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Good play action on first down. Collins got it left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Patriots just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Hey! COVID-19!
Throwing from the gun. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've
situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Gotta be lying.
He's going to throw this one. Connection made to Shaheed. He's going to have this out for the 4. Just a little bit short of it. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
That's good for Patriots. First down.
They are throwing it again. This is thrown towards the defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph and pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18, 5 here. Ready.
He's going to throw it again. Finds a seam down the middle. He pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Offense up to the line fast.
Patriots. First down. A gain of 19 yards.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
19, 18.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes second and long.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Steady.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Taken in by Williams outright. He's taken down at the 30. Offensive line fast.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Patriots.
First down, play action. There's another one to Williams. They stop him. He's knocked down around that 18-yard line. He goes to the hurry-up offense here.
That's another Patriots first down.
From the red zone on first. Pass is caught in the drive. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're in the first and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Go. Cowboy 80.
One final shot here. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots at the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over. So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.